Hello and welcome to today's video. For anyone that's new here, my name is Laura Amador and I'm a Laura Doyle certified relationship coach and intimacy skills expert. So today's a tough one. Today's a vulnerable one. If your husband has ever told you it's over and you feel like your world just collapsed, I want you to know two things right now. The first is that you're not alone and that you're not powerless. In this video, I'm going to show you why this feels so overwhelming. I want to share a story with you of hope from a woman just like you who was going through this exact experience and give you one step that you can take today to start feeling more clarity and strength in your marriage. Hearing the words "it's over" from the man that you love is like having the floor ripped out from underneath you. Your heart pounds, your stomach twists, and suddenly every moment and every promise and every dream of the future feels like it's slipping through your fingers. You might feel shock, almost frozen, like your brain can't even process what just happened. You might feel fear, like no, there's nowhere safe to stand. And of course, confusion, questioning how could love disappear so quickly? And when did this happen? And how did you end up here? And panic, wondering, did I do something wrong? Is this really the end? What's the rest of my life going to look like now? If that's where you are, I want to just pause right here and remind you that you're not weak, you're human, your feelings are very real, and there is a path forward. Part of what makes this so painful is that it feels like you're living in two and sometimes even three different realities at once. There's the reality of investment and hope because you've poured your heart and soul into your marriage and years and time. You've imagined a life together, and that doesn't just vanish with a sentence. Then there's the reality of an ending and distance. His words hit hard like a wall going up between you, and suddenly the future that you counted on feels shaky or gone. And then there's the mixed signals. Maybe his actions don't fully match his words. He says one thing, but then he might show moments of care or stays present in certain ways or leaves the door cracked open. And that inconsistency can be maddening because it can keep hope alive and also breed fear and doubt. Living in these worlds at the same time is exhausting. And here's what I want you to hear. This tug of war isn't that something's wrong with you, it's a very human response to uncertainty and feelings of loss. So I want to share with you the story of a woman that I'll call her Cynthia, just to keep it simple. Um, she was in almost this exact same place. Her husband had told her that it was over, that he didn't see a future with her anymore. But at the same time, he also wasn't walking away completely. In this particular situation, he stayed in the house. He was still showing up in small ways and left her constantly questioning what's going on here. Am I making things worse by still having hope? So she caught herself overanalyzing everything he said, trying to find proof one way or the other, and at the same time, constantly withdrawing in order to protect herself because she couldn't imagine going through even more pain, the pain of losing this tiny spark of hope that she had. But then she made a choice. Instead of chasing answers that she couldn't force and couldn't control, she focused on the only thing that she could, which was herself. She practiced speaking her desires calmly and clearly. She shifted her focus towards gratitude for what was still good. She built joy in her own life, spending time with friends, pursuing her passions, finding moments of fun. And she stayed open when they were together. When she was with her husband, she stayed open to receiving without demanding answers or forcing change. And so for months, she kept showing up as her best self in this way. And slowly, her husband began leaning back in. Not because she pressured him, but because the environment that she created made it safe and inviting to reconnect. He became more present, more engaged, and eventually he told her he loved her again. Their marriage was beginning to heal. So here's what we can learn from Cynthia. First, focus on yourself. You can't control his choices, his timeline, or what he's going to do, but you can choose your energy and your joy. Second is that consistency matters. Showing up day after day as your best self sets the tone for respect and connection. And third is that small wins really, really matter. A gentle smile across the room, choosing curiosity instead of defensiveness. These tiny shifts are what build trust and intimacy over time. Your best self is always more powerful and more magnetic than trying to chase or persuade him or control him. So, what can you do today? I want to invite you to create a joy map. This is where you grab a pen and a paper and you write down 5, 10, and even better yet, 20 things that genuinely bring you joy. These could be things that soothe you, like journaling or taking a walk or calling a friend, listening to your favorite playlist, or getting back into that hobby that you love. And I invite you to commit to doing at least 3 of the things on your list every single day. So, as you can see, this isn't about changing him or fixing everything right away, but rather it's about reclaiming your energy and your life. Because when you feel confident, grounded, and joyful, your whole presence shifts. And that shift changes the environment of your marriage in powerful, powerful ways. I know that this feels scary and uncertain, but here's the truth. You're not powerless. Change doesn't require force, it requires presence, consistency, and courage. And you already have those inside of you because you're here and looking for answers. Even one small step that you take today can ripple and it can ripple out and create the change in your marriage and in your heart that you want. So, if you want more guidance on this, I do have a free resource for you. It's a guide called 5 Steps to Reignite Connection in Your Marriage, and you can download it by using the link right below this video. It's full of practical steps that you can start right away. You can start today to bring clarity and connection back into your marriage. And remember, you deserve joy, you deserve clarity and love, and you deserve to feel safe and loved and comfortable in your relationship. Thank you so much for tuning in, for watching this video, and I will see you again next week. Bye bye.